I'm trying something new. Let's get into it. Hey guys, welcome to another video of. Well, this is new, so this is my new series. I'm gonna call it Storytime, The Tales of the Forgotten. Yeah, that'll be better. Anyways, this will be. I'm not gonna do a whole week of this. It's gonna just take up half of it just to see how it will do. So anyways, this week we'll centralize on these two characters talking about their stories. And this isn't canon to any of the other things that I have talked about. So it's like uncanon to all of the above that you've heard. It's in the same universe as it's in the same universe, not universe, what am I talking about? It's in between reality and fiction together. It's in the, dang, I forgot the name of it, hang on. The in-between. I literally just said it. That's the name of it. These characters, well, they're more fusions or hybrids of existing characters. They exist within the in-between, which is in between reality and fiction altogether. These characters, right, fusions, are the 12 creators of this whole in-between thing. And these two that are here, there's 12 creators in total. But these two creators right here want to kill the rest of the creators to take their position for themselves. They don't want the position of, they want to be the true creator of all that they made. They want power, but they also both want to be recognized because they're the weakest of the two. They're the weakest of the strongest beings ever. And I feel like they will be part of the ending of the in-between as we know it. They're gonna start a war because there's so many arcs that have already happened during this time. So the first thing that has to have happened is the Traveler, which is he's a man who has done ruthless things for peace. And he's created multiple teams, the perfect peace first. Then he created the Coalition of Harmony, both eras of peace, finding different beings, gods, boundless beings, etc., to join this ever-growing alliance to help heal the world. But of course there's so many obstacles and whatnot, and he eventually, he fails a lot. he first loses his position as the leader of the Perfect Peace. Then he loses the position of the leader of the Coalition of Harmony. So the Coalition of the Perfect Peace was a corrupted peace organization because it was ruled by him, and he felt like he was destined and he was the only one who could bring peace. The second era is what we're going to call it, is an era full of, well, growth and regeneration, healing, for the traveler mainly, so that he could actually do what he said he was gonna do, not use it as a ploy for power. But after the traveler disappears, or the traveler's story ends, I don't feel like he's not exactly dead, but he's not exactly alive either. He's in this sort of state of consciousness. He's gonna be the start of all this. Then the next era is gonna be the remains, what after the perfect peace went down. Well, not the coalition. The perfect peace didn't go down when the traveler left. The coalition of harmony went down when the traveler was gone. The coalition of harmony died in a huge war. Most of the heroes died in a huge war because of the peace killer. Yeah, the peace killer. That said peace killer is what killed most of the heroes, and then the traveler had his duel with his rival that's always been on his mind, the one that he thought he had multiple times, the one that caused him the most pain, the planner. He goes up against them, he kills the planner. The true planner, I mean. So after the ruins of all of what happened, the perfect peace and the coalition of harmony made an alliance. They all died in that war because of the peace killer. So most of the heroes are dead by the third act, which is the ruins. Then the fourth act is when things like superheroes and whatnot start to feel, dead. That's the act where heroes are dead at that point. Then the fifth act is the hero's revival, and that it's still going on. People are still, like, a lot of people are dead, don't get me wrong, from that war. But it's still, like, there's still people that want to do the best for everyone. There's still people that want to change the world. And then going to the next big bad thing. Well, no, let's go back to the start. Um, the sixth act is gonna be the rise of power. We start to notice that certain characters, well, fusions, whatever you want to call them, certain beings are stronger than they ever were before. The rise of power, being such powerful beings are still being documented, still being found out. And then there becomes the Armageddon, which does a heavy blow to all of everything, like all creatures, people, heroes, super beings. It's a huge tournament where everyone's put into it. Like all the remaining heroes, villains, super powered beings all put into the same room, and they gotta fight to get their way out. And after all of that goes on, the memory wipe events, the memory act happens. So was that Act 7? Act 7. I'm gonna go with Act 7. So Act 7, memory wipe, those powerful beings I mentioned starts to wonder that they're killing themselves. They are the biggest destruction to, like they're the biggest threat to themselves. So most beings are trying to delete their memories, the memories of others, and trying to like delete what happened before, trying to delete the traveler's process, but people fight for that. So I think that's the final war. Oh, but that war fails, right? Then next we have heroes that are, we'll call them rejuvenated heroes. This is like Act 8. So we go to Act 8. This is probably where the 12 creators are going to try and initiate the plan, because so much has happened in this in between place. Yeah. So if one of there's so much that could be done with this sort of storyline. Not storyline, but I mean, it could be its own arc if you think about it. Maybe certain characters would try and stop the war. You know, those rejuvenated heroes. It's kind of like the travelers coming back within them or whatnot. But yeah, that's the story time for today. I'll see you guys later. Bye.